What's going on, Salt Strong Nation? It's Courtney, and today I want to talk about something that I always have with me when I go surf fishing. It has definitely been a game changer for me, and I have caught a ton of fish, specifically with Fishbites. And Fishbites are a synthetic bait that mimics a natural bait, and Dr. Carr, the inventor, actually spent 30 years coming up with this scent technology that acts as a natural feeding stimulant for fish. And so that concentrated formula is infused evenly throughout all of the Fishbites baits. And some of the pros of Fishbites is how long they last. So these baits really can stand up to harsh conditions. If you're out there fishing in bad weather, they will last a really long time. They stay on the hook excellently, and you can catch a lot of fish with just one small piece of fish bite. The other great thing about Fishbites is no mess. So if you don't want to have a lot of live bait, the mess of live bait, the smell of live bait, all you have to do is take a pack of Fishbites with you and you will definitely get on some fish. The other thing about Fishbites that's so great, again, is that they are made right here in the USA in St. Augustine, Florida. Perhaps some cons of Fishbites, because it's really hard to come up with anything negative about Fishbites, and that's simply that the mesh that holds the Fishbites together is so tough that when you go to get it off the hook, you cannot just pull it off the hook with your fingers. You can't pull it off with your teeth. That is not recommended. So you do have to use a pair of scissors to go ahead and clip that mesh off of your hook. The only other con that may be an issue, only if you are not storing your Fishbites properly, is that they could go bad. They can lose a little bit of color. They may lose a little bit of scent, some pliability, but again, that's only if you are improperly storing your Fishbites. So make sure that they are in a cool, dry place, or you can actually refrigerate them as well, and they will stay really, really nice and fresh. And of course, when you are using them, make sure that this package is sealed up completely. If you want to save yourself some time on the beach, you can pre-cut your Fishbites and go ahead and put them back in their original package and make sure that that's sealed up nice and tight. Again, if it's a hot summer day, you want to make sure that they are in a bag or a backpack and they are sealed and out of that sunlight. And so the other thing you'll want to do as you are cutting your Fishbites is making sure that you are not cutting huge pieces of Fishbites. You don't need a big piece of this super concentrated bait. So I always like to use the fingernail rule. Use the size of bait to match the size of your hook, and you won't really need a piece for a smaller hook that's any bigger than the size of your fingernail. So simply cut the Fishbite in a triangle or a square piece, and then you'll just put it right on the hook there, and that will last, again, a really long time. Now let's say the conditions aren't great, the current's really strong, the water is maybe dirty, and you want to get more scent out there with a bigger piece of Fishbite. That's fine. This is a 2-0 hook. This is a Gamakatsu octopus circle hook, and I actually have a larger piece of Fishbite on this, but all you do is you simply thread it. So you simply thread that piece of Fishbite onto that hook if you need a little bit of a bigger piece of Fishbite. So we'll go through the different formulas of Fishbites, and that is the fast-acting and the long-lasting Fishbite. So the fast-acting Fishbite formula is really meant for if you're sight fishing, or let's say you are actively fishing, and by actively fishing I mean, I get this question a lot, can I use my inshore rod when I'm going surf fishing? And the answer is 100% yes, absolutely. Just make sure that you are using the weight that's appropriate for your rod. You don't want to throw a weight that's heavier than what your rod is rated for. So this is a simple fish finder rig. So this is your main line here, down to an egg sinker, a swivel, down to a small piece of leader, and your circle hook with a little piece of Fishbite there. And all you simply do is cast it out, and you can work this bait on the bottom as you retrieve it back to you. The other way to use Fishbites, of course, is with that long-lasting formula when you're soaking bait and you're waiting and you're putting your rod back in a rod holder. That formula lasts an incredibly long amount of time, and you'll be surprised at how many fish you can catch with just one piece of Fishbite. So lastly, Fishbites come in all different colors and scents, so it's really hard to not find a Fishbite that will work for you and in your area. I always recommend matching the hatch and of course bringing a variety of Fishbites with you so that you can pinpoint exactly what the fish are feeding on that day. Let's say right now, pink shrimp, coquina clam, and sand flea Fishbites are doing amazingly in the surf. But again, there are tons of different varieties of Fishbites, so you just have to decide which one works best for you and what area you're in and what you're targeting. And if you are wanting to match up your Fishbite with some natural bait, I do recommend that you pair them together with the same bait. So pink shrimp or green shrimp with pieces of fresh dead shrimp, crab knuckles with pieces of crab Fishbite, sand fleas with pieces of sand flea Fishbite, and so on. And really, to do that, you're just going to cut the same size piece of Fishbite that you would if you were just using Fishbites. And you can either put that piece of Fishbite on before you put on your natural bait, or you can put it on afterwards. I really haven't seen a big difference in which one works best, but I do recommend that if you're using baits such as clam or crab knuckles, that you put the Fishbite on after you put those pieces of bait on, because it does help that bait stay in place really nicely. And I hope that really helped out and gave you a better understanding of exactly what Fishbites are. Kind of went through some pros and cons of the product and of course the applications and how to use them. And if you have used them before, I'm interested to hear your success stories and how you've benefited from using Fishbites, if you've taken your family out, if you've used them on vacation before. And of course, if you have any questions, make sure you drop those in the comments below. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club in America, because we actually guarantee you'll catch more fish while saving time and money. We do this by providing you with our premium education, an exclusive online insider community, and huge discounts on the best tackle for saltwater anglers. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com, and we hope to see you in the Insider family soon.